Welcome all. Welcome all back down in the basement, as all are welcome. We're going to do another episode. I can't believe I'm doing this one again. Something old gets V2'd. And then we'll discuss which one of these three might be right for you. Let's go. So on to this new product. Like I said, something old has been V2'd. Well, actually, it's been 1.5'd and then V2'd. So let's go. Excitement, right? Everyone's waiting for this. This is the latest, newest product from Fanatec that someone could actually afford because everything else is super expensive. Yeah, that Bentley wheel looks cool, but it is $2,000. Yeah. So, nice box. It's got everything kind of like lined out so you can see how it operates. I like that. It's kind of cool. Doesn't say anything niche-y yet like Fanatec is known for. It definitely comes in a highly marketed box. You know what I'm saying? It's got that thing with the tape and all that still. Whoop. Get that out of the way. To the good stuff here. CSHB-V2 is your part number. It is actually a nice box. It's some kind of a clamshell looking box. As you can see, it's segmented here. Like, you know, you're gonna open a cool set of like sneakers or something like that. So let's follow the instructions, I guess, and we'll pull. Doop. Let's get it right here. Oh, we're gonna use you later, don't worry. Like I said, I've got our other boxes here for our other products that we've opened here on the channel before. Look at that. That is a robust piece of equipment in a lot of cardboard. Right here, right off the bat, you can see we've got some tooling and wires. Oh, first things first. Fanatec Clubsport Handbrake V2. Quick guide. It's listed in the what's in the box. If you're looking at the website, thinking about buying one of these, make sure you use our affiliate link, http:// blah blah blah. There's a link in the description. So it shows you what you have in store for you when you get into the contents and make sure that you have what you're supposed to have. So you've got the handbrake assembly and body. You've got a lever, one cable, one lever bolt. It looks like it's a special type bolt or whatever that threads into some type of like joint. So it's not really a bolt at all. You got your spacer, and then you got various other mounting bracket type things that aren't listed. You got a handle. Do pay attention. Put the rubber part. Now pay attention again. You can adjust your handbrake in various ways to get the mounting that you like. Then you have adjustment here. 1, 2, 3. For an angle, I would imagine. We'll look at that here in a second. It's got a very similar design, or it's got a very like design to the old product. You can see here on these images connections like we discussed. You can do into the bottom of your pedals and or your base. This one, however, is different than the original. This can be used with a Fanatec USB adapter and can be used as a standalone as well as in the ecosystem for Fanatec. This standalone only, or you can use it in its own ecosystem or whatever. I mean, not ecosystem. It has a separate like driver software type thing or whatever, so you can adjust curves and all that stuff. I'd never messed with it. I just used it last night and for comparison to use it to this and stuff like that. But let's go further in here. Get out of the way. Get out of the way. So Next thing I want to look at is a little hardware box. Everything's bleak. It's very bleak, and it looks like it might have some tape in here or something holding it down, which is good, because you don't want your hardware rolling around and lose it. It's definitely glued down. Definitely glued down. Good for them. You don't want to lose anything. The same tab here. Open, 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 open. You're taking too long, man. All right, yeah, so there's that captured bolt that we were talking about. So this goes through here. So there's a little bit of a wear item there. Hopefully that's space age titanium or something like that. I'm just putting stuff in place so I don't lose it later, because it's loose. There's some hardware. It looks like it's attaching to a rig of some sorts type hardware. Very much so. Maybe for 80/20. All right, here is the preload spacer that you can read about in the instructions. What this allows you to do is by hand allow you to change, I believe, the preload. So like the initial pull travel. So you, like, say if you were going to put it, you know, like your pedals, if you were going to put like one thick rubber on like a Husqvarna pedal versus like several rubbers to, you know, have a combined feel, you'd be able to put this in here, take a rubber out, basically suspend a rubber up against here, I guess. We'll see it when we open it up here. Then your various hardware, shiny stuff, yay. Your RJ, one RJ, I'm sure it's not in special. You can use whatever RJs you have laying around. But don't quote me on that again, because like I said at the beginning of the video, sometimes my ideas don't align with those of the manufacturers, and I don't represent them. So what else we got here? There's our spacer, plastic, with some type of, looks like a metal insert in the plastic, so that's cool. Put that off to the side. I made one of these out of bolts and nuts. You can see it in my other video. There's nothing there to attach to this. It just comes pre-assembled. So that's that. They just have that plastic on there to protect it. Yay. Isn't that nice? 2 screws here to undo the top of the housing, or the outside cover. It's got some cardboard dust on it from packaging, some marks on it. It'll get other marks on it too, I guarantee you that. There is our load cell. So essentially, I think what they've done here is they've taken, like, you know, old load cell pedals or whatever, or some other controller that they have, you know, i.e. load cell pedals, and put it into this controller, which is cool. You know, there's other like conversion kits for this thing that I've read about, but I didn't go for because I figured they'd come out with one of these eventually, and here it is. Let's go ahead and open the top. Get this hardware thing back open so I can get the tools out. And that looks like that one right there. So it's like a 2.5, I think, is what that is. Yeah, and they come tight from the factory for sure. This is a serious piece. This is not going to bend like the old one. You know, the housing on the old one and stuff like that is kind of flimsy. I mean, it does what it's supposed to do. It's a potentiometer, you know. It's I don't think there's anything wrong with it, and they're on sale right now too. Still, if they're in stock, they're $69. I think it's a great addition. If you don't have one, and you were thinking about getting one, and you have Fanatec, then I would definitely get one. If you don't have Fanatec and you're looking at handbrakes, I would think more about maybe this one. And that's the cool part of this thing. So you can actually adjust this preload by hand, I guess, with you know, just like a lever, so you don't have to take your thing apart. You just have to, I guess, take apart your cover. That's easy enough. You could probably also maybe put a slot in there to you know, have easier access, which would probably be cool, you know, a quarter turn at a time. It's pretty standard, you know, to the other one. I mean, there's really not much difference to the one that I have over there, other than the one I have over there is probably a lot easier to access all these preload adjustments, and the one being over there is this one. You can see here, I mean, everything's exposed in the chassis. It's not like, you know, enclosed in the housing here, which isn't a bad thing. Here's the spacer that we talked about here. This is in the instructions. So what this allows you to do is pop this on here, and that allows you to take some preload or some cushion out of this stack. And then it's easily removable too, as they say, by hand. I did that pretty easily. Like I said, it's a 60. It says 60 on it, so I don't know what that does as far as your pressure. It adds 60 something to whatever it is that you're doing, right? So let's take another look at this thing here. Let's take this capture bolt off. Like I said, I talked about it earlier. Guess the big difference, you know, whether or not you're looking at, you know, Fanatec V1.5 or Fanatec, you know, V2, which we're looking at here, is going to be determining on whether or not you have Fanatec equipment or not. And I guess when you're looking at price, these are $199, these are $219, and these are $59 or $69. The difference between these two, they're very similar. They have, I mean, I think everything that you want out of either one of these, it's basically going to come down to, do you want to buy a $20 adapter and have it be the same price as this? I don't know. You know, that's I guess that's a personal preference. So you'd have to soul search for that, or whatever it is that you want to search for. So here's our adjustment here. Like I said, you can you got 3 different angles, I guess, that you can attack on. So you can go like this, or, oh no, that's the furthest. This is the middle, and this is the other one there. And then obviously you would have the same adjustment if you were putting it upright like this. And that's that. So another thing, software wise, if you're doing Fanatec, this requires the version V464 is the newest one that just came out. You can get that on the website. So if you're purchasing this, I would download that, and that way you'll have access to it if you're using it as standalone. Otherwise, you know, just plug it into the back once you've done all your updates and stuff like that, and it should recognize it. At least that's the way the forums go. So in summary, it's a lot thicker piece. I mean, it is a solid, like, I mean, it's solid. It's cast. It's got lots of mounting positions. They're captured, so, like, I mean, you're not going to be able to, like, you know, get all willy-nilly. So it's kind of like the same as the old one. When it comes to, like, mounting, I think the SimLab wins, because it's kind of, like I said, it's an open chassis. You can get to it. It only mounts one way, the SimLab, so you can't, you know, adjust the cool, like, handle for, you know, upright or side. So Fanatec wins here, like it did in the first one. But, you know, that's, I guess, going to be a case-by-case situation for you, the end user. Hopefully you enjoyed this. If you're buying one, like I said, use our affiliate link. It'll be in the description. Check out our other videos and watch us on Twitch. We'll be using this, doing the new GT7 things and all that other stuff on our GTDD Pro, and we'll probably try it on Dirt Rally on our DD1 and all that other stuff. So like, subscribe, and make sure you check us out on Twitch, and make sure you follow.